I have been married to my wife for 7 years, and we met 8 years ago at a church meeting. My wife is a quiet, kind, and beautiful woman, pretty much any man's dream. Therefore, it was obvious that I fell for her instantly. Although she always behaved with what I thought was shyness, not wanting to cuddle with me or only kissing me on rare occasions, we both were raised in Christian families in a part of our country that is very religious. However, unlike me, her parents were always the type who followed the holy doctrine very seriously. As a result, she has a very traditional way of thinking about religion and how women should behave. So, I always thought that her behavior was influenced by that. She's nice and kind to everyone, but a couple of times, I saw her staying all quiet, staring into space as if she wasn't really present, as if she was a robot. Over the years, I began to take it as something normal in her personality, because she always refused to go to the psychologist and consistently said that she's just like that. However, 2 months ago, when she found out that the woman who was her best friend in high school was coming back to town, I never saw her so happy and alive. I felt happy for her, thinking that what she needed was a female friend. My wife never used to leave the house, but ever since that woman started staying in the town, she has been going out as much as possible. She became a different person, but not in a bad way. She looks full of life, and to be honest, I've never seen her smile as much as when she tells me that she's going out with her friend for coffee. I'm not going to deny it, a few days ago, I started to feel jealous of that woman, the reason why my wife smiles so much and is on her phone all day. Out of pure curiosity, I went on her friend's Facebook profile, and some albums were public. She had a lot of albums, and I found pictures of her and my wife during high school. That woman was hugging my wife as if they were a couple. In some of the photos, they were holding hands or looking at each other with bright smiles, which is something she never does with me. Her family hates people who prefer the same orientation, although my wife never talked ill about them but just avoided talking about the topic, which now makes sense to me. I don't know whether to confront her because maybe I'm just thinking too much, or maybe she's in love with her long-lost friend. The only thing I'm sure of is that she only looks happy talking about that woman, so I don't know what to do. Update 1. I decided to confront my wife and ask about the photos with her friend during high school. Everyone in the post said that they're most likely just friends, which made my mind feel more at peace, thinking that I was overthinking things. However, when I showed her the photos, she began to breathe really fast, in what I think was a panic attack. I helped her to calm down, but then she got upset because I was snooping into her friend's Facebook account. I knew she was trying to change the subject because she loves to do that, so I got serious and told her to talk. After a few long minutes of her trying to change the topic, she ended up telling me everything. Indeed, she and her friend used to be a couple during high school, and friends since kindergarten. They kept the relationship a secret, pretending to be only best friends, until my wife's parents found out and beat her up, separating them. Her friend moved to the capital that year, and they never saw each other again. But from what my wife said and showed, they never stopped loving each other. At some point in the conversation, my wife stopped calling her friend by name, and without realizing it, she started calling her, mi amor, which hurt me because in all the years we've been married, she never called me that. I asked her if she was cheating on me with her friend, and she said that they never kissed or anything, but I'm sure she's emotionally cheating on me. She doesn't know the concept, so she really believes she's not doing anything wrong. The reason why her friend never wanted to meet me or even go to our wedding, is that she hates to see her love married to a man she doesn't even like and living a lie. Ouch. I asked my wife if she ever loved me, and she said yes, but like a best friend. Yes, my own wife just friend-zoned me. She cried a lot, saying that she's really sorry for lying to me. When we met, we really clicked as friends, and she told me that her parents insisted on her marrying me so she could heal. That explained why she never liked to hug, cuddle, or do anything romantic with me. It wasn't because she was shy, but because she didn't like me. I wanted to lose my temper and yell at her. I wanted to cry and even run away because I was patient and empathetic with all the times she rejected my affection, and I felt alone. I've even been thinking for years that maybe I was a bad husband and was treating her badly without realizing it, feeling insecure about my own personality. But she assured me that I was never the problem. I didn't cry or yell, I just left the house and went to my sister's house. We didn't talk about divorce or anything like that. I think my wife doesn't see any problems with what she did with her friend, but I'm sure that I don't want to spend all my life in a loveless marriage with a woman who will never love me back. I'm just venting at this point, but I feel like I wasted all my youth. I didn't expect to update so fast, but I needed to talk about that. It's not like I don't feel bad for her, I do, but now I feel even worse for myself. Update 2. I came back to my house the day after my last update, and my ex-wife was there, lying on the couch. The first thing I said when I entered was, "We have to divorce." Maybe that wasn't the best way of saying it, but she has the habit of changing the topic when I want to talk about serious things, so I didn't want her to do that this time. Clearly, she didn't expect that and started crying, having an anxiety attack, saying that we can't divorce, that I can't do that to us. But what hit me harder was, there's no point in us breaking up, the fact that I don't love you doesn't change anything, which is true. I realized that our relationship was always like that, her treating me just like a friend, and me accepting that kind of treatment. She said that she never cheated or anything like that, even if I explained again what emotional cheating is. I told her that she's not even attracted to men, so there's no sense in staying married because we're just not meant for each other. I asked her if she still loved that best friend, and she didn't deny it, but kept insisting that we shouldn't divorce. I can understand why she was so desperate, but it made me feel used, as if I were her pathetic beard who she can always use as a shield for herself, or a dog who will always be happy with the smallest token of affection. I don't need her signature anyway to get a divorce, so even if she doesn't want to, we're 100% going to break up. I told her I'm not going to take her out of the closet, but if anyone asks, I'll just say the truth. The lands and basically all the things in the house are mine, and maybe I'm a jerk for this, but I told her that I will not give her anything because it's all mine, and I inherited the land from my grandfather. At this point, she just looked sad and defeated, so she didn't complain or anything. I told her that she can stay in the house until December, and she answered that she will probably have to go back and live with her parents, which actually made me feel bad because my ex-in-laws are not good people. But from what she said, she's still talking with her best friend, so luckily she's not alone. The conversation finished awkwardly, with me just leaving. For now, I'm staying at my sister's house. I can have time for myself since she and my other sisters are out of the province for a concert. I haven't talked with my ex-wife since that day, and she hasn't tried to contact me, but I know that she told my ex-in-laws about the divorce because they wanted to contact me to ask why we're divorcing. I just answered, these are things that need to be resolved only between her and me. So this will probably be my last update because I will go no contact with my ex-wife after the divorce. We don't have children, so we don't have anything tying us together. I have been going to a psychologist since I was a child, so I think that has helped me a lot to channel my emotions. Many people in the comments said that I shouldn't have empathy or things like that for her, but we're both broken people who suffer from religious trauma, and I know how badly that messes with people's minds and hearts. I don't feel like I lost a wife, but rather like I lost a close and good friend. It's not a heartbreaking pain, but a feeling of betrayal. For now, I will just say goodbye, maybe not to a woman I saw as the love of my life, but to a woman who helped me and was a good friend for years. Update 3. It's been a while since I posted. I don't know if someone is going to read this, but my sister, who knows about the Reddit posts, showed me that someone posted the story on TikTok. Unfortunately, I read the comments, and besides the account changing a lot of things, I also read all kinds of comments assuming things about me that are fake. So I want to clarify some things. I never married her because I wanted a submissive woman. We were both like best friends. I don't know why I read comments saying that I wanted a housewife when I didn't. Many times I offered her to work with me, but she never wanted to look for a job or study something, so I didn't insist because we were doing well financially. I wasn't going to open a relationship for her. Luckily, I realized I deserve so much better. To be honest, I've already given up too many things for her to also give up on my life. Maybe some people are okay with having a loveless marriage, but not me, not anymore. I've read a lot of comments saying, he should help her, he should be generous with the divorce. But how do you help a person who doesn't want to be helped? I tried for years to help her, and now all I do is keep hearing about horrible things she did behind my back that I don't really want to talk about. She used you because she was afraid of coming out. I understand that. I do. But did I deserve that? Did I deserve to be used? Did I deserve her to even use my money to buy things for her best friend? I don't think so. We live in an open country. Even one of my sisters prefers women and is married, and I know I would have helped my soon-to-be ex-wife in the past if she had confessed that to me. We married, but she had countless opportunities to tell me the truth. She never cared to see me feel insecure about her. Instead, she kept insisting that we should have a baby. Now I realize that she wanted to ensure that if we ever divorced, she would get something, as she never worked or studied. I also found out her best friend has a wife and a baby, so no, my ex-wife is not with her. The situation became even more messed up, but honestly, I don't want to get into that. My ex keeps insisting that she never cheated on me with her physically, so I think I believe her in that, at least. I also suffer from religious trauma, and trauma doesn't make you a bad person, that's something that's inside. Nobody forced her into the marriage. In my country, nobody does that. I asked her why she wanted to marry, and she said that her parents told her that she needed to heal, and she said I was a good man for her. That's why she used to insist a lot on getting married. So, if anyone wants to know how everything ended, I'm getting divorced, but it's a tedious and lengthy process. I'm keeping the house, the car, everything. Am I selfish? Maybe, but I wanted to think of myself once in a lifetime. Working for those things is hard, and I dedicated my life to building my house. My ex-wife is currently living with her brother. She never asked me how I was, not when I left the house after finding the truth. However, I did check if she was fine by sending messages in the first days, asking how she was feeling. I suffered a mental breakdown a few days ago because she keeps sending me texts saying that we should come back together, we should have a child, and that it doesn't matter that she doesn't love me, she never loved me, and we lived well, so I should go on with the marriage for her. It made me realize she's only trying to make me feel guilty. This just made me understand that for her, I'm not even human. Maybe I'm not even a dog in her eyes, so I blocked her number. I understand she's anxious because she doesn't have anything, but it's not like I've never told her to finish a career. To be honest, I just give up on her. I'm too tired of this situation. I don't really know what she's going to do with her life, but I don't care anymore. My psychologist made me realize all the narcissistic traits she has. I want to move on with my life because I deserve that, and because I'm tired of being used. So yeah, I don't know if someone is going to read this, but I want to leave this post here because sadly, people like to distort the story.